one of the knives that you're getting. First of all, the knives are beautifully balanced. Beautifully balanced. Don't try this at home because you might end up with a knife in the toe. But I would tell you this because this lets you know that knife is very balanced. This is all one continuous piece of steel. Goes all the way through the handle. We call that a full Tang knife. It's also triple riveted in the handle and is also infused with nitrogen, making it less making it your need to sharpen it much less. You won't have to sharpen this knife nearly as much. Holds an edge much longer, and you're getting 3 knives in this pack up. Follow me over here, I'll show you the knives that you're going to get. Now, you're going to get a chef's knife, 7-inch Santoku, 1 7-inch Santoku knife, which I was calling the chef's knife. That's the Santoku knife. Then we also give you the serrated utility knife, and we give you the straight edge paring knife. All come with their protective covers or sheaths, right? And this one, this set is the black. I also have it in a set of 3 red. And finally, we have it for you in a set of 3 white. You're getting all 3 knives for $29.98. This is not a Brand X set of knives. This is Cuisinart. And these knives are exceptional, full Tang, and beautiful. Let's welcome in Marissa Brainey, who's going to tell us more about these knives. And Marissa, I'll tell you, there are knives you can buy, and then there are great knives you can buy. And Cuisinart has really come up with a great knife design for us.
I'm so glad to hear you say that, David. I couldn't agree more. And you know, we did these by design. These are the 3 most commonly used knives that most home cooks reach for again and again for all of their prep tasks around the kitchen. You have the beautiful blade guards here, which you see have the Cuisinart name. We love that as a safety feature if you are keeping these in your drawer. The Santoku knife is so versatile, and it really cuts through beautifully because of that nitrogen infusion. And you might be asking, why nitrogen? Well, you said it. You know, it's all about the edge retention for these knives and keeping your knife sharp, keeping the life of the knife longer. So by infusing the stainless steel with nitrogen, we promote better edge retention than just traditional steel alone. It also helps prevent corrosion, and it really gives you a beautiful cut, a sharp cut again and again. Whether you're doing those cucumbers, I'm doing a little fruit platter here at home, cutting up some pineapple, but it really gets through the tough tasks in the kitchen. And the weight of it, I think you mentioned, is so nice. That balance and that ergonomic handle design really meant for comfort and also control, which is really important.
I mean, look at the balance of this knife. That's on one finger. Yeah. One finger. If that knife were not balanced, if that metal were not evenly weighted, this would tip one side to the other and would probably end up in your shoe, right? The point in your shoe, which you don't want. So this is extraordinary. Now, Melissa, we would never recommend putting a knife like this in the dishwasher. You would hand wash this. Is that right?
Hand wash is recommended. Correct, David.
And I'll tell you, there's a knife for every job. I mean, if you're going to be cutting your bell peppers and coming down the side, like so, and then coming back and doing some little strips, that's going to be easy enough to do. All of this happens for you at a time when we're looking for the right knife for the right job. I love that the utility knife is serrated, because if I'm going to cut a shade vegetable like a tomato, I want that serration so that I get a really nice, even cut. The good Lord knew what he was doing when he made a shade vegetable or a fruit like a tomato, because the outside skin needs to be tough, but the inside is so delicate. A serrated knife is going to cut through that tough outer skin, but not mangle or tear or shred what's happening inside. And of course, what you need to do now is get out some white bread and some mayonnaise and salt and pepper and make a great big old summer Mater sandwich. Some of my granddad would have called a Mater sandwich.
I got you covered with the ciabatta roll right here, David.
Delightful.
So perfect for a caprese panini. But yeah, the serrated is perfect for something like a roll, a tomato, something where you don't want to squish the inside and you want to keep it nice and light and fluffy. And the serrated gets through just beautifully for that. Again, really common uses, versatile uses for all 3 of these. The serrated is a 5-inch, so really nice size, fits in the drawer beautifully. And I love the design of these. You know, we did so many thoughtful features. It's a traditional knife design, but you have that line running through that you said shows you the continuous piece of steel It's so comfortable in your hand. And I have to tell you, I was using the Santoku knife. My little 4-year-old, he loves to cook with me, right? And he knows when I'm doing something different. He came walking into the kitchen. He said, Mommy, is that a new knife? Because he actually heard the weight of it going so smoothly on the cutting board. He could even recognize that I was using something new and something that really had a nice weight to it to get me through my larger tasks.
Now, this is going to include that 7-inch Santoku knife. Then you're going to get that 5-inch beautiful serrated knife. And then finally a 3.5-inch paring knife, all coming with their protective sheaths. 400 sets are now gone. You're getting all 3 knives for $29.98. 1 knife for $29.98 would be an amazing buy. To get 3 is wild. So here's your black. We also have the red. Red is our most popular, and then we have it for you in the white. This is our only order of the year, only order of 2022. Ordinarily at retail, you're looking at nearly $50. Our price today, $29.98. So whether you're using this paring knife to get after your strawberries and you're capping the strawberries, just cutting that little tiny bit of green out of the top because we want to make sure that we save as much strawberry for the pie or the cobbler or for the shortcake as possible. And just get in there and cut out that one little hard piece, and then you've got everything ready to go. Now that same strawberry now comes over to my tabletop, and I'm able to cut little thin slices. These knives are super sharp. We all know what it's like to work with a nice sharp knife. A sharp knife is less likely to cut you because you're not using as much pressure. The blade, it's doing its job. Look at how nicely and neatly I'm able to cut these little tiny, almost see-through slices of strawberry. Don't miss out on this. We're getting very busy on our phone lines. And Marissa, what an exciting knife set, brand new from our friends at Cuisinart. That 7-inch Santoku, the 5-inch serrated utility knife, and that 3.5-inch paring knife, all with their protective sheaths, and all for under $30, infused with a nitrogen, meaning you're going to be sharpening these much less often. Marissa, good to have you back with us on a Sunday, my friend.
So great to see you, David. I'm going to get to my mango slaw over here and enjoy the rest of your day, everybody at home.
Mango slaw. Why don't you just do a mango salsa, grill some pork chops, and call it an afternoon?
Let's do it.
All right, sounds great. All right, we're going to check in with Mary, who's got a little sneak peek at Fire Gone, which is yet to come in our show today.